back to a brand new video of Comic Forge Studios. Actually, it's just Comic Forge. It's been a while since we reviewed a comic, and today we got DC New Frontier. As you all know, this was part of the my Feb haul, and this is the last comic which we'll be reviewing. Actually, I have read this comic like almost a month ago, like finished it, but I just didn't got time enough to make a review for it. I've been on a hiatus on comic reading for a while now. Finally, a new comic came, which I'll be showing in the end of video, which will be reading really soon. So this is DC New Frontier Compact Edition. It's written by Darwin Cook, and he even drew the art. The coloring is by Dave Stewart, and this is a science fiction adventure. So, this is one of those stories which really depend on how you like the comics. It isn't for everyone. Like Watchmen isn't for everyone. Same for this one. This one isn't for everyone. This retails for $9.99 in USD and 13.50 Canadian dollars. And it's a shift from DC's golden age to silver age, or I guess silver age to golden age. I have been forgetting now. So this comic, it consists of around 16 chapters, I believe. I believe 16 or 17 chapters. Yep, 18 chapters actually. And so these chapters are really small. It took me almost a while to read these all because I had told you all that I read on that one chapter per day format. So the story basically takes place after World War II, or maybe during, yeah, actually World War II, on an island where there are dinosaurs there. This concept really didn't stood up to me. Like, there was no proper explanation either. Basically, we have the origin of Hal Jordan here as the Green Lantern, which is really cool because Green Lantern is one of my favorite heroes from the DC. And seeing his origin in the comic is really great. I never actually owned a Green Lantern comic before. We got Martian Manhunter even in it. We got Superman, Wonder Woman, and really like this dynamic between these two, but thought that Wonder Woman was a bit too violent, I believe. Her portrayal in other animated stuff or other comics were different. And then we had some boxing matches too, and then we had Flash here too, which was really nice to see because this is my first comic actually after, I believe so, after Kingdom Come, which had Flash. But Flash was just really less, and it was the other version of Flash. This was really nice seeing this one here. Then we have some filler, not filler, but it's just a slow build up of the story. It's very slow, not as much slow as Watchmen, but not even great. And there is some racist stuff in it here too, how the black people were targeted back in this time. We got Batman here, and moreover, as we just move on, there isn't just some political stuff. And as I have told you all, I do not like political stuff that much, which is also the reason why this comic was a bit lackluster for me. Sometimes it felt like I was being forced to read a chapter here, and sorry, but that's not a bad thing at all. Sometimes there are times when you feel such way. Then as we just keep moving, we just story proceeds. John is caught by the government, and we got Green Lantern. I forgot his name again, but really sad to see we didn't got the oath in the comic. Sorry about that. So basically, like, Superman Batman team up, but this isn't just a big deal. We got Aquaman here as well. Wonder Woman is injured. There is some, dinosaur stuff here and there, and then there's some extraterrestrial stuff, like, Hal drives into it, and that was probably the best part in the comic for me. Let me just show you. Yeah, this was so unique in my opinion, and there's one panel here which gives me goosebumps, and this one, personally, I would really like here the oath here, like, that would have been fit so well. And then there is epilogue where we are introduced to the golden age of the DC universe. And then we have the new suits for our heroes, and, like, the current one, the Superman. Otherwise, this was this one. And then we get the art gallery in the end, which is great. Like, Compact doesn't usually have art galleries, so, like, it was nice to see. Overall, the comic was good, fun to read, but it was a bit lackluster, and it was slow paced, very slow paced. Like, definitely a bit faster than Watchmen, but the build up in Watchmen was great, far superior to, and the New Frontier movie, which is inspired from this one, was even, like, worse than this one. So, what would I rate this one? Well, personally, let's just talk about the strength. Art style was great, and there were some moments really strong. Green Lantern's origin was portrayed in a really good way, but besides that, I think the slow story and, like, lackluster events just made it bit, an average comic for me. Overall, I would rate New Frontier a solid 7.75 out of 10, which means it didn't hit my expected mark, which was a 9 out of 10, which I was expecting from this comic. But it's not necessarily bad, it's just, it has its flaws, or maybe I just like different kind of comics. But overall, that was it for this video. Anyhow, our next comic which we are going to review is going to be the world's finest paperback, Volume 1, The Del Nezara by Mark Wade and Dan Mora. I just recently got this one, and we'll be reviewing this one later on in the next video. But probably the next video is going to be on that GC Marathon, Hope Heaven. I hope you liked today's video. I know it was a bit shorter than usual, but till then, take care and goodbye.